Shattered Universe. I don't know what the hell this nonsense is.
Captain's log, stardate 9585.9.
Sulu!
USS Excelsior, proceeding at maximum warp on intercept course with starships Enterprise and Ranger in Sector 7A.
Oh my god, those graphics are terrible.
Distress call.
Sir, a weak signal from the eye of the storm.
On screen.
Stand down, Excelsior. Imminent warp core breach. Do not attempt rescue mission. Too dangerous.
Chekhov, prepare to transport your people. We're almost there. Eyewall in 7 seconds. Shields at.
Captain, the last crystal.
This is terrible so far. Not even funny. Like, that is actually awful. 2004. Let's look at this for a second. What came out in 2004? Grand Theft Auto San Andreas came out in 2004. Halo 2 came out in 2004. World of freaking Warcraft came out in 2004. Spider-Man 2 on the PS2, Prince of Persia Warrior Within, Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodline, Metroid Prime 2, Paper Mario 2, KOTOR 2. But hang on. The only one I really need to point at, the one I've been holding off of, is Half-Life 2. So... yeah. No. But that's okay. That's okay, because what we need to do is we need to describe shovelware. Now, shovelware has actually gone through a couple of definitions in its existence. Oh yeah, you wanted bacon, right? Listen, I'm just saying Homeworld Cataclysm rocks, okay? I mean, the gameplay did have some issues, as we pointed out, but god, that story still gives me chills. To this very day, Homeworld Cataclysm gives me chills. Anyways, shovelware, there's a lot of things that shovelware has meant, but one of the most common professional definitions of shovelware in this era was cheap licensed games. Now, this was a fairly standard definition for years. This actually goes back to the NES, actually arguably the Atari era, but definitely the NES era, all the way up to about the Xbox era, and somewhere around the Xbox/DS range there, they changed the definition of shovelware to quantity over quality. But the previous definition of shovelware was, we got the access to this license. This license cost us money, so we want to make as much money if we can. So we get a studio who doesn't know what they're doing, or isn't that talented, or isn't that expensive, or any combination thereof. And we say, hey, go make a SpongeBob game. Go make a Star Wars game. Go make a Harry Potter game. Now, there are obviously exceptions, but shovelware is why licensed games have had a bad reputation for decades. Yeah, there were outliers, obviously. Even back in the day, even when shovelware was at its height, there were outliers. And I would like to think that we're getting further away from crap licensed games in the more modern era, because most of the modern licensed games go to the phone. That's kind of become the new shovelware in the old definition sense of the word. But anyways, this is shovelware. I can almost guarantee it. I don't actually know that for certainty, but based on that cutscene we just saw, and based on that demo we saw...
Captain, I'm reading several small vessels heading for us. They do not appear to be shuttles, sir.
My god. Fighters. Red alert. Battle stations.
My god, fighters! What is that line? Okay, so that's my yaw. That's speed up. Oh yeah, I totally got this. I'm just gonna go up against a Constitution cruiser in my little pea shooter here. And of course, we can't play as, you know, Sulu. That would be insane. Is that an enemy? Do I have a targeting button? Oh my god, this does not control well. This does not control well. Okay, hang on. So there's torpedo. Found torpedo. And I think we're dead.
Excelsior shields now down to 75%.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
It's okay, I've almost killed 2 enemies. Almost. Have yet to succeed at this task. There, 2 enemies down. I've almost failed the tutorial mission. Is there like a cycle? Nope, that's just yaw. Which doesn't help at all. I'm liking these visuals. Oh my god! Okay, hang on. I figured out what goes slower and faster are, so that's gonna help a little bit. The Excelsior! The Excelsior is on fire! You know what a dreadnought is, right?
Using the new fighters discovered in the shuttle bay, our pilots will scout the way ahead. Hopefully, we will not draw any unwanted attention.
Captain, we've drawn unwanted attention!
My god.
It's fine, there will be no combat in this mission. What is with this blue crap? What is this? Like, it's not... are those my shields? Like, you see this, right? There's just blue crap everywhere. This does not look like a nebula. This looks like blue crap. Hang on, hang on. Negative to gameplay for blue crap. This is gonna be a better game than Chrono Trigger in every way. I don't know, Cubic. Who made this game? Someone look this up. Someone look up who developed this game. Please. I request this. I need to know. I've never made a game in my... Well, okay. I've never made a real game in my life. And I'm pretty sure I could make a better game than this. Because at the very least, I've heard of this concept that you may have heard of. It's called game design. It's this brand new thing. It's so cool. It can make something actually worth a damn. Starsphere Interactive. Alright, what else have they made? Oh my god, what are you doing? There we go. Power Play Sports Trivia. You don't know Jack 2. You don't know Jack. Chessmaster. And Tiger Woods PGA Golf. Ladies and gentlemen, Shovelware. Listen, Mr. Reloaded, I just had a revelation. I'm not actually joking about this. Check this out. If the Star Trek Rewrite project is at least twice as good as this, then we have failed miserably. Now, let me phrase that a different way. Let me phrase that a different way. I know, hazardous. So...
You are entering a powerful gravitational...
This... We will never make anything as bad as this with the Trek Rewrite. That's what I actually meant. That's the statement I'm trying to make here. We are better than this.
We've
Do I
got
have to kill them?
Fighters coming in.
Like, can I just go to the next target? Do I have to kill Klingons? Listen, I'm from the Federation, okay? I believe... Hey, can we have a chat about this? Can we talk? Listen, I know you've shot me 15 times, and I might consider maybe asking you to stop, if that's okay with your culture. Like, if your culture is shooting people, I'm okay with you shooting me, because I'm the Federation. But... if you want to maybe consider possibly having a discussion about ceasing discussion, canceling interactions, I would be willing to have a discussion about having discussion with you. Now, we need to jump into the pre-meeting meeting in order to decide whether or not we should actually approve of the possibility of a pre-discussion discussion with these Klingons while we're shooting them to death. Or we're playing a Cisco, in which case we're just dropping bombs on them. I literally have more kit than this in TIE Fighter. Someone do me a favor and look up when TIE Fighter came out on DOS, please.
You are entering a powerful gravitation.
Really?
Exercise caution.
Tell me more, George Takei. I mean, I get to hear more of his voice if he keeps telling me, but that's actually a fair point. Never mind. Please, talk to me, George Takei. Salvage me from my nightmares. 1994. A decade! A decade before this game came out. I streamed TIE Fighter, so it's not like it's a perfect game, but you saw the level of quality that game had from 1994. I mean, I'm fighting a lot of these things. Just saying, I wouldn't mind some help. Or at least talk to me. Tell me a story.
Take out the remaining fighters.
Tell me a story, George Takei, please. Just talk to me, man. That's all I'm asking. Read the phone book. I'd listen to that. Everyone in chat, what's a phone book? You know what would make me sad? Like, actually sad? What if the people who made this game were really happy and excited to make a Star Trek game? Like, maybe they were Star Trek fans, and they're like, oh, finally! We can make a real game instead of Who Knows Jack or whatever. Wouldn't that be cool? If they made this out of enthusiasm and love? Attention, all friendly craft. I will kill you if you get in the way of my guns. And to maintain my cover, of course. That's what the Terrans would do. Evil laughter. I will shoot my own ships because I'm stupid and also stupid. I mean evil, sorry. Whatever it is. You know what I mean. Evil, stupid. It would be really funny is if in a well-written story, the Starbase guy isn't actually aware of the fact that we're a traitor. He's just pulling a power play, and he's just like, aha, this is my chance! Instead of, you know, somehow figuring out that there's some plot from some... Oh, Jesus, that was disorienting. And I lost my target, sorry. What if I could blow up the Starbase? That'd be funny. Die, Starbase! Die! 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 This is the dumbest waste of my time. Yep, not even touching itself. Alright, moving on. This is how we stay still. We just reverse and then go back and then reverse. We go forwards. We reverse. Reverse. We go forwards. Reverse. This is how we go zero. We just kind of...
Our repairs are complete, but the dry dock's mooring clamps are holding us in place. Target and destroy those clamps immediately.
That's all I wanted, was to be a botanist. Yeah, biomes. I'm studying biomes. So this is actually taking a lot of my concentration, because this game sucks! And then, you know, they're like, hey, you, get in this fighter and start killing enemy ships. Like, what? Is it the Borg? Is it the Dominion? No, we don't know any of those. Either of those exist yet. Oh. Well, who are we fighting? The Mirror Universe.
Now down to 50%.
I'm sorry, what? Don't worry, I've dealt with this before. You have?
Excelsior shields down to 25%.
Sorry, that was probably me. Yeah, also, I'm the only one who decided to come out here and fight. And the Excelsior apparently is allergic to shooting their guns, even after repairs. Unless they didn't repair their guns. But I don't trust the Mirror Universe to have that kind of a brain. Like, could you imagine the Mirror Universe actually having enough of a brain to not repair someone before killing them? Because I don't.
The Excelsior shields have booked.
God damn it, Sulu! I'm gonna have to take away your badass license at this point.
Oh my god.
And you're Sulu. Hey, let me kill a few dozen more fighters for you. By myself. Look, I like helping out. Really, I do. But you're in the Excelsior. Do something. Wow, Shaludo. So for those of you not reading chat, Andrew Ivernishas, probably pronouncing that wrong, who worked on this game, also worked on Mario's Time Machine, and Mario's Missing. And I've played that. Mario's Missing, specifically. I've beaten Mario's Missing, actually. I know that I literally just said that a person's resume is not necessarily indicative, but... Listen, okay, listen. This is not the place for logic, okay? The only logic is in this fighter craft with me, because I'm playing as Tuvok, who is a botanist at this point in time. A mushroom specialist who studies biomes. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make this whole backstory for Tuvok here. I'm gonna have some random episode of Voyager in the Trek rewrite where Tuvok talks about when he went to the Mirror Universe. That's a friendly. In order to fight the Terran Empire under Sulu. I should actually do that. Now I just gotta wait for the other guy. Yep, nope, we're gonna make a canon. Especially since the Mirror Universe doesn't exist in the Trek rewrite. So then everyone will look at Tuvok like, the Mirror what? The Mirror Universe. Have you not heard of it? No! That doesn't exist in this timeline. Wait, this timeline? Twilight Zone music.
It is time to count with the count. Are you ready, children? 1 Constitution class. 2 Constitution class. 3 Constitution class. 4 Constitution class cruisers.
We think the M5 unit is aboard the ISS Hood. Destroy her.
Okay, sure, let me just destroy a Constitution class, while 3 other Constitution classes are nearby.
Defend the Excelsior against the drone fighters.
This is perfect. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. Beyond is new Trek in the same way that Enterprise is new Trek, the same way that TNG is
Delay
new
that
Trek.
order. Sensors detecting additional heavy targets on approach. It's Orion scavengers hoping to pick our bones. Defend the Excelsior.
I need a minute. This. Okay. Can I think of an Atari game that would be a net positive? No. Someone else said this, but I stand by this. The best Atari games will probably keep you entertained for about 10 minutes. That's as good as the Atari got. Okay, yep.
We've got another wave of fighters coming in.
Of course you do. Oh, right. Thank you, Takei, for reminding me. Let's give another negative to gameplay. There we go. Hopefully the Excelsior won't be caught in the blast, because that would be fun. Tell you what, you can go to the donut booth, Knife Forger. I just want you to die, Sulu. Die, Sulu. Die! This is actually hurting me, I just noticed that.
I said, watch your fire.
Die, Sulu. Die. Of course, now this is taking a minute. Die, Sulu. This is what you get. What?
Captain's logs.
Oh, that's funny. There's not even any speedruns for this game. I had that random thought. I was like, you know, I wonder. Because sometimes speedruns have a guide, and a guide allows you to kind of bypass some immunities. It's like, maybe we just do that instead of cheating. Nope. No speedruns of this game. None. Think about that for a minute. Think about how many crap games have speedruns real quick. If we beat this game today, we will be the official world record holders for this game's speedrun. By default. Well, if/when we fail this mission, we'll see if the other cheat is working. I don't have high hopes, but we'll try it.
This unit must survive.
If that cheat isn't working, we have a third cheat option. If that cheat doesn't work, we have a fourth cheat option. If that doesn't work, I'm officially going to put the game down. I should probably mention that in addition to this not being very fun to play, it's not very fun to control. So every time you see me shoot a torpedo and a phaser blast, that's me mashing both B and A simultaneously here on the controller. While holding down R.
Excelsior crew has been designated non-essential personnel.
Now, that may or may not sound like a big deal. But I want you to imagine just doing this for long periods of time. Over and over and over. I have to do that every single shot.
M5 reading.
Defend the Excelsior.
Shoot at me, not him. I'm much more durable than the dreadnought behind me. Stop using my ship as a shield. I'll still shoot the Excelsior. Just to kill you.
Oh my god. We need those pistols back here in 3 minutes. But first, you're going to have to eliminate the rest of those enemy fighters.
Why? I've got a 3-minute timer now. You caught that. So, it's always a timed escort mission. Is that just the only type of mission that this game has? Is that just the escort mission of the game? Because I've played those, and those can actually be pretty fun. But that's not what this is. This is just garbage. Oh my god, the enemy bounced off the ship's geometry too. Did you see that?
Now deal with the remaining Imperial forces.
Like, the geometry of the ship, or excuse me, of the starbase isn't the same.
Vengeance will be mine, Captain Sulu.
As the
I will hunt you to the ends of space.
Isn't the same as the actual collision of the ship. So we were both shooting at an invisible wall, and then we both bounced off of it.
With the warp drive restored and the additional repairs underway, we are now leaving the hostile territory of the Terran Empire
It's just
behind.
nothing but repairs.
Here we have not seen the last of Commander
Just
Chekhov.
the whole game,
There is
repairs.
anything more dangerous than a wounded enemy. One other thing. Damage control is yet to repair our shield generators, and phaser lock is also temporarily out of commission. We therefore may need our fighter pilots to return to the Excelsior on a moment's notice. That is all. Sulu out.
So are we here to scout or mine? Because you mentioned both equally. Mining at least makes a degree of sense, because apparently your ship is a frickin' Yugo. But, you realize that if all we're here to do here is to scout, maybe we could, like, just go around? Like, this is space. I know you've never heard of the third dimension, Sulu.
We are detecting fighters in your area.
Oh my god, this is the same mission as the last mining mission. This is the exact same mission. Alright. Mine a spot, which means blow it up. And then Klingons show up, so you kill them. And then once they're gone, you go to another spot and mine it. This is the exact same freaking mission. I don't expect much from my video games. Wait, yes I do. I expect everything from my video games. Although some people say that fiction isn't supposed to make sense. And in the same vein of that incredibly stupid statement, maybe, video games aren't supposed to be good. Wait, you can write out a story and then make mechanics fit a story? That would be some kind of, like, Plague Tale. No, clearly Kirby games are superior to this game. Sorry. This game is superior to Kirby games. Gotta get my sarcasm right. I'm losing my sarcasm. My sarcasm-o-meter is dry. I can't be sarcastic anymore. This game is garbage.
That's good shooting.
This game is garbage. I'm not sure it has a redeeming value. Its HUD is crap, its weapons are crap, its ships are crap, its enemy encounter design is crap, its enemy variety is crap, its mission structure is crap, its difficulty is crap, its balancing is crap, its controls are crap, its controls are wrong. There's even, like, little things wrong with this game. Here's my favorite thing that's wrong with this game. Check this out. These ships are faster than me. Now, I know what you're thinking, so just use the speed up button. No, 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 no. You don't get it. They're faster than me when I am gunning it, when I hit R2 and do this kind of dash maneuver. Now, if you don't understand why that's a problem in a starfighter game,
navigation targets. We need those raw materials.
Then you've never played a starfighter game before.
Radar to navigation point 2.
Oh, by the way, there's no go zero. There's just go reverse and go fast.
Exercise caution.
Ahem. So let's read these out loud. I thoroughly enjoyed this game, and on easy setting, it isn't all that difficult. It also offered something different than other Star Trek games. Instead of flying a big, lumbering, slow starship, you are a fighter, a more rapid-paced game. Plenty of episodes in this good graphics of old Star Trek nemesises that I won't reveal here.
Good work. We can use those raw materials.
I have played nearly every Star Trek game that has come out. Almost everyone seems to get bad reviews. It just seems that the fashion nowadays. Yes, I liked Star Trek Legacy 2. We actually reviewed that one. That was also a pretty crap game. Though it might have some flaws, it was still fun. If you like Star Trek, you will like this game. No, I don't. If you don't, you might. If you don't, you might still get some enjoyment out of it. No, you won't. But I think some serious effort went into it. No, it didn't. Not at all deserving of 1-star reviews. No, I don't do 1 out of 5. But I am gonna give this game a negative. Yeah, what else you got? I could use the laughs right now, Alex. Wow, this is good. I've been waiting for a game like this to come out. From what I heard of it, it's extremely interesting. I intend to purchase it the first day it comes out, or pre-order it here if it's easier that way. Whenever I see an ad for the game in the magazine, I usually see in the corner of my eye and I get vision of every time of Shatnered Universe, which is totally disconcerting every time. Well, after I get it and play it a million times, that'll go away. I can't honestly vouch for it as if I played, but I swear this game is good. And that's a review from someone who apparently has not... Is that a 5-star review? Because that's someone who has not played the game who is reviewing it! Oh my god, I think I lost my sanity. I think it's gone. I left it in the rat piles. It's gone. It's over. It's over. There's nothing left. Alright. I know what I need. I need bad fanfiction. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, one more, Alex. Then we'll go into bad fanfiction land. Ensign Blargerton slowly walked onto the bridge of the Excelsior. Captain, he said, I feel like I have a solution.
Take out the remaining fighters.
Oh my god! I feel like I have a solution for all these problems. Really, says George Takei. I mean, Sulu. Well then, for your incredible solution, may I suggest you be the captain of the Excelsior? Oh, I don't know. I'm just an ensign who just joined the ship under mysterious circumstances. I'm also a half Vulcan, half Romulan, half Klingon, half Andorian, half Q, half Changeling, half Rangi. That's so hot, says Sulu. And immediately they start making out.
You can use those raw materials.
So this is the wonderful sound effects. Yeah, they are classic Star Trek sound effects.
Scout. Return to Excelsior.
Sulu, desperate to get his hands down Ensign Blargeslark's pants, pulled him to the side of the console. The console exploded from the heat of the passion of their love. Rocks flew everywhere, but they couldn't stop. No, hang on. But they refused to stop. Captain, says Flargensnarf, we accidentally just activated the self-destruct code. There's only one escape pod left. You take it, Blargesnarf, said Sulu. I couldn't live in a universe that no longer includes you. Very well, Captain. I will do you justice. But then he realizes he's a Q, and he brings Sulu down to the abandoned Paradise planet with him. While trapped on the abandoned Paradise planet, Sulu and Ensign Slark have lots and lots of sex. Very vulgar and graphic sex. I assure you, if I knew what any of those acts were, I would describe them in detail, but simply please believe me, the author, that this sex is very hot and very sexy. Oh, Sulu, says Flargensnarf. You truly are the reason I keep living in this damned hell-forsaken world. Fear not, says Sulu. I secretly bought ice cream. Oh, thank goodness, I love ice cream. The two ate ice cream. It was very good. But then, all of a sudden, Commander Spock showed up. Illogical, he said, and immediately began having sex with Sulu. Just at that moment, Sulu realized,
Oh my god.
I forgot to tell Chekhov that I loved him. Don't worry, Captain, says Ensign Flargensnarf. I have a communicator that can reach anywhere in the galaxy, instantly. Sulu immediately grabs the communicator as hardly as he can and shoves it up to his heart. Chekhov, please, hear the beating of my heart. 20 parsecs away, Chekhov suddenly hears the beating of Sulu's heart. It draws him to tears. As a result, Chekhov, who is in charge of special operations on Ryza,
Hull integrity has become critical.
I'm gonna lose this mission. I'm gonna lose this mission. That's just life, and I just have to accept that I'm about to lose this mission. I'm sorry, I'll stop. Wow. So I got a walkthrough up, right? This is cool. The walkthrough says, I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's 2 paragraphs, so let me just summarize this. You ready for this? The walkthrough says, you should attack the fighters. Then you should defeat one of the capital ships, and while the other one's running, defeat the other fighters. That's the walkthrough. So the reason it wasn't working is because something somewhere in the totally illegal copy of this game I'm playing was misinterpreting the Y input, which also happens to be shoot, which was screwing with the targeting. I assumed that was just a bug in the game. But I started thinking about it, and I looked at the cheat codes, and the 2 that worked don't use the Y button. The 2 that didn't do. So, diagnosis, fix for good.
Defend the Excelsior while we pull these hulks out of here.
Now, normally I'd make fun of the fact that the Klingons are trying to kill us while we are trying to render aid to them, but I've seen Star Trek.
Friendly vessels.
So, that's actually happened in the show. It's just as annoying as it sounds in the show. Yep, no. As expected.
Excelsior shields now down to 75%.
Oh my god. Do you have shields? Is there someone outside who just opens the window periodically and says, yeah, I think the shields are okay. Shields are cool. They're cool. Well, hang on. Shields aren't quite as cool now. That would explain why he only calls out the 25 percentiles. Yeah, the shields are kind of cool. Shields could be a bit more cool.
Now down to 50%.
Does anyone else notice that this space station, by the way, is extraordinarily similar to the space station model from TIE Fighter, by the way? Is that just me? What actually amuses me is multiple species being humanoid has never actually bothered me. What always kind of bothers
Looks
me...
like we've got company, gentlemen. Prepare to defend the Excelsior.
Isn't that all I do, Sulu? Just cover your ass while you're having sex with Ensign Flargensnarf?
Fighters coming in.
Terran treachery!
Oh my god.
You will pay for the wanton destruction of our battle cruiser!
That's the first time a Klingon has said a line of dialogue in this entire game. We've been fighting them since Mission 2, by the way. Now let's go save the Excelsior from itself. The Excelsior is at half health, by the way. Half hull health, excuse me. No, I didn't care for Deadlock. Like, it wasn't bad, but it's just... What? What? Oh my god, the explosion caught the Excelsior. Okay. Another negative to gameplay. Now we'll move on to the next mission. I suddenly can't target the planet killer. Is it leaving? I can't keep up with it. I literally can't keep up with the planet killer. And the rest of the mission is like 1 billion miles this way, so I guess I'll go defend the Excelsior instead of defeating the planet killer. I mean, maybe Kira, but I can't keep up with them either. Oh my god, this game is so beautiful. I had never seen. They should have sent a poet, which I am not. I suck at poetry. I don't know why I'm shooting. I'm still way out. Like I'm just barely.
Excelsior shields now down to 50%.
Yeah, I know. It's cool that you suck. Flargensnarf's cock, because that's what you do.
Excelsior shields down to 25.
Oh my god, stop sucking his dick! Jesus!
Excelsior shields have buckled.
What the crap? That was seconds! That was literal seconds! Oh my god! That doesn't work that way, Alex! Oh my god! Okay, where am I? Where am I? If you're friendly, I'm gonna shoot you, just so you know. Because I do not care today. It's a good day to not give a crap. Verily, cast thy gaze upon my field, barren though it be, for all the craps that I give lie upon it. Well, I'm fine, Pika. Everything's perfect. What are you concerned about? It's not like I'm playing one of the worst games I've ever played in my life. No, everything's fine. Where the hell's the enemy? There they are.
The planet killer is heading for the starbase. You must stop its escorts.
Not the planet killer, just the escorts. Got it. Yeah, sure. Let me just kill 2 Constellation-class cruisers by myself in my pea shooter. It's okay. I get that this is a thing, but I'm not gonna stop making fun of it. A pity positive? I mean, one of my goals is always to be fair in the rating, so if I was able to come up with an honest-to-goodness positive, then I would give it to the game. And I mean that. Anybody who knows me, anybody who has actually seen my reviews, anybody who's actually perceived my show, knows that I am fair. They may disagree with it because I didn't like something they liked, but I am fair. But I have not been able to think of a single gameplay positive to this piece of crap, and I have tried. What do you think I'm doing, Sulu?
Excelsior has sustained minor hull damage.
I'll show you some minor hull damage. It's what Ensign Flargensnarf did to you last night.
We will show you how
Klingons
die!
The planet killer's power is now down to 25%. One more internal explosion will stop it.
It's me! I gotta do it! Sacrifice me! Let me die! Please! Let this nightmare end, Sulu. You can go back to Flargensnarf. Stroke his cheek gently on the waves.
Fire on allied craft.
Look, it's not my fault. They are literally hugging the enemy ships, okay? Oh, for Christ's sakes.
The Klingons are intercepting the Imperial starships.
Oh.
You must help them.
Oh. Alright, I'm gonna demonstrate why this sucks. My hands are currently off the controller. You see the problem here? Note that the other ships don't do that. Yep, and it is actually fighting me. as I move. Oh, yeah. That's great.
Battle Cruiser Katango, reporting critical condition.
It's okay, when you blow up, I'll just play the ending cutscene, and then move on to the next mission. All the pressure's off now, we can just skip missions. Woo! Thank God for that. We don't have to actually play this game. Okay, that sounds like a joke, but I absolutely 100% mean that, because I was staring at the possibility of not being able to beat this game. And maybe it's just me, but I really hate reviewing a game I can't complete. I don't know, maybe I'm the weirdo there. That tends to bother me. I mean, you joke, Regibrock, but one of my old coworkers, and actually one of my old bosses, let's use a different conversation, used to make fun of me for the fact that he never had to manage me because he knew I would always do my job because it was my job. And I didn't understand what he meant at the time, and he had to have this whole discussion explained to me that most people don't just work because it's their job to do so. And he told me about how he had to ride so many of my other coworkers who, you know, wouldn't do that. So yes, I do have a work ethic. I do actually believe in doing my part. I do believe in doing due diligence.
Captain's log, stardate 9606.2.
Shields are down to 25%. Listen, Harian. We're doomed. It's just he's too busy with Commander Flargensnarf right now. There's just too much, let's say sparks. Let's be PG about this going on there. Sulu's still putting his boots on. Let's put it that way.
We had an explosion on the hangar deck. Weapons and shields are offline.
Oh, sorry, there's an explosion. Sorry, there's an explosion. That explains everything. I take all my complaints back. An explosion has occurred. My bad. Maybe you shouldn't have taken the engineering crew and shoved them into your freaking fighter pilot cockpit, you stupid captain. Do you have the capacity for a brain? Is it there? Somewhere? In the depths?
Hurry. Sensors indicate that radiation levels will become critical in 1 minute.
If I enter your brain, is it like a freaking TARDIS of infinite nothingness? If I go in there, will I be stuck for years trying to find my way out of your cavernous skull? God damn.
Sensors detecting numerous fighters approaching from the direction of the Fissarius.
Of course he's sending fighters. What else would the First Federation send? Cheesecake? Although, actually, that would be kind of legit. Oh, wow, the fighter's already here. That's fast. What? Why are the fighters coming from the opposite direction of Balok's ship? You see this, right? They're coming from just the... One just spawned right in front of me. In the ether. One just popped into existence. There's another one. Okay. Let's go get some of the ones that are...
Sensors are detecting another wave of fighters coming in.
Well, are the shields at 25% yet?
Excelsior has sustained minor hull damage.
Oh my god, the shields are already down. I missed the 25% mark. The shields are just straight up down. We're just there. We're just there. The shields are gone. Were the shields ever there? Is this a frickin' Jack Tyler Durden whatever situation? Have I just been imagining the Excelsior this whole time? Am I the Excelsior? Oh my god, look at the Excelsior's hull! Oh my god. Did you see its health at the end there? And there were shots still going through the air when the mission ended. I actually thought it was going to explode before the mission accomplished ticked over. Oh my god.
Romulan fighters on approach.
Where? There they are. Yep, those are definitely Romulan. I know he just said that. I don't care. That's so stupid on so many levels. It was a dumb plot point in TOS to justify not making another model. It's still a dumb plot point here. There have been attempts for years to explain the stupidity of that moment, and they have never succeeded. Moving on. I want you to realize that those fighters just literally bounced off the shields of the Excelsior. That means they were going for an attack run, and the game had not programmed the enemy AI sufficient to understand that the collision of the ship they were attacking is further away than what it thought they were. Just
Good work.
pointing out the little problems here. We have successfully cheated Umbral Magnus, otherwise we'd be YouTubing it at this point. Which we're already halfway YouTubing it, because we have to, because the cheats disable the cutscenes! Oh, he's like right in front of me. Hey, I can actually hit him while he's cloaked. Holy crap. I was gonna be upset when I couldn't do that. Hey, buddy. Yeah, his shields were actually off during the cloak. Holy crap. Basic level competence. I'm so surprised by something that would qualify as a wash. And that says a lot about the quality of this game. So you know what? My hat's off to you, Star Trek Shattered Universe, for accomplishing a wash. Can I get some wash emotes in chat just to really hallmark this moment? I'm pretty sure the Excelsior's about to explode.
That Hulk has been booby-trapped. Get out of there.
Oh no. Why did it go off now and not early? No, never mind.
Looks like dangerous debris. You are cleared to destroy.
I've always wanted to destroy Sci-Fi Debris. This is what you get for being better than me in every way. Die, Sci-Fi Debris! Die! Oh my god, you're right, Sierra Mike. Listen, I don't even want to be with Flargensnarf, okay? You can keep him. I don't care. Even though he is so mysterious and strangely appealing, I found myself drawn to him just because of his sheer chic and manly physique. I can't take it anymore. I have to murder Sulu to take Flargensnarf for my own. I must have him. Even Q could not beat Flargensnarf, even though Flargensnarf is in fact half Q. Don't forget that. And Bajoran and Ferengi and Vulcan and Cardassian and Klingon and Romulan. And I think there was one other one in there. Oh yeah, Voth. He's also half Voth. This game is a murder scene. These developers never worked on anything again. You know what? I can't actually be harsh about that. As much as this game is a dumpster fire, and it is, I feel kind of bad for the people who were saddled with making this game. That could not have been pleasant. Thankfully, it looks like that took out the debris, but I'm sorry, what? Nope, it missed a piece. One piece. Die, Sci-Fi Debris piece. Oh my god, the timer was going while that was happening. Because of course it was. Would you like fries with that, Sulu?
Navigation point 4.
You have 8 seconds. He's decided to be generous this time. You have 10 seconds to turn my fries into poutine, or mission failure. I believed in joy once, in goodness, and happiness.
Sensors identified. I remember attempting this very same maneuver when I was a young helmsman aboard the Enterprise. Nevertheless, we have to remember that this is not our universe. The rules of the game may well have changed.
Wait, this isn't our universe?
Oh my god.
Are you sure? Hang on, hang on. Spoiler warning, Sulu. Thank you very much.
Our borrowed antimatter warhead will be deposited within the chromosome bodies of the cell's nucleus. The Excelsior will then withdraw from the organism as quickly as possible. The creature's cellular defenses are already attacking us and draining our energy. Your mission is to disrupt the creature's defenses and keep them at bay while the Excelsior executes its plan. We will also launch several bioprobes into the organism. Recover as many of them as possible. Also, Remember to stay close to the Excelsior as we back out of the cell. Otherwise, the antimatter explosion may well destroy your ship. Good luck, Sulu out.
You want that combo sized or something? I can't even snark. My brain is snarkified. De-snarkified. Okay. I'm cool. I'm cool. Everything's cool. Let's go take out one of the dumbest things in Star Trek.
Destroy the cellular defense.
Hang on, Alex. You're asking me variables. And I've got to be on par, man. I got to defend the Excelsior. You don't understand. Their shields are at 25%. Ensign, excuse me, Admiral Flargensnarf needs his shine. This is really boring. Wow, this is boring. I'm sorry. It's just, what is going on here? I just, what? This isn't game design. I have literally seen Atari games with this level of gameplay. Why am I picking up probes bigger than I am? Look at the size of my fighter compared to these probes. Seriously, look at it as we get closer. Look how big those are. Those are literally larger than my vessel. Fighter vessel. Oh my god, I have like 14 seconds to get some of these. And by like 14 seconds, I mean, yes, actually, don't worry, I'm just going to pick up all these probes and put them in... I don't know where. Like, I misread the timer first. I thought it said 1 minute and 14 seconds. It's actually much worse than that. Why is this gameplay?
Excelsior has sustained minor hull damage.
Yeah, it's because I'm picking up your probes. The size of the universe. Oh, it's okay. I've got your head. I've got the TARDIS of your skull to shove these into. Dude! If they were backing up and going forwards, that would work. Failed recover all bioprobes? I'm sorry, what? Okay. I'm okay. By the way, the yellow crap is back, except it's yellow instead of blue or green now.
The Romulans are taking on the Imperial starships. You must help them.
Do I have to? I'm not going to spoil anything for Cataclysm. All I'm going to say is compare and contrast this game and its dialogue and its characters and its voice acting to Cut Us Loose. Or this is the Samta warship, Coon. Or you are what all life is to us. Food. Like, there's so many great moments and great lines in that game. And this brings me to a question, everyone. Do we give a positive to George Takei and Walter Koenig? It's both of them at this point. I don't think either of them deserve it individually. I'm slowly walking down from that, because the more I hear, the less impressed I am of their acting job. I don't think it's a negative. But yeah, I don't think I agree that it's... I'm saying that. I do think I agree that I don't think it's a positive. Because let's cut down to what a positive means. What is the core definition of a positive to story or gameplay? It adds to the work. It increases the enjoyment of the work on either the story axis or the gameplay axis. And I don't think Takei's voice acting is adding to my enjoyment of this game. And I feel sad saying that. Why is this one dude, like, way out here all on his own? He's just here to delay the mission, I think, at this point. That's fair, Bornjorn. I'll actually agree with that. But I still don't think I'm going to give them... I think I'm not going to give them a positive. I really don't. That's so sad. I'm going to give them a wash. It's sad when a game aspires to have a wash, but here we are.
You, however, are hereby ordered to break off your pursuit and immediately make way for the Tholian Assembly. We are sending you on a special mission of extreme importance to the Empire. Details will follow. Starfleet out.
Okay.
Captain's log, stardate 9621.2. We have reached the Romulan-Tholian border, and Janus Ultima is now closer than ever. My crew has nearly repaired the damage to our warp drive sustained in our last encounter with Commander Chekhov. With luck, we
Captain, sensors have detected 4 Terran warships closing on us at Warp 6.
Red alert. Prepare for maximum warp on my order.
Captain, engineering reports a potential imbalance in the warp drive.
On my order, Lieutenant. Engage.
Captain, my God.
Really? Really? Of all the things that you could call back to, you decided to go with that stupid bullcrap from the freaking motion picture. Oh my God. Oh my God. Also, Starfleet?
Starfleet.
So either someone read a line wrong, or that's a weird amount of foreshadowing, and they interrupted a captain's log, which itself is kind of... that's not what a captain's log is.
We have come under...
But whatever. Wormhole.
It is imperative that you defend the Excelsior against this massed attack as we navigate to the end of the wormhole. Also, be prepared to defend the Excelsior against any other objects that may have been drawn into the wormhole with us. Good luck, Sulu out.
Sulu, 3 months from now, I'm going to be prepared to defend the Excelsior, okay? I'm just saying.
You must eliminate that Tholian capital.
What do you
The
think?
fighters are coming from there.
What do you think I'm doing? Oh. You actually sound bad in this episode. What do you want to bet they just...
We insist that you surrender and prepare for destruction.
You got it. Am I the only one who feels like they just got these people in here for like a 2-hour recording session and just smashed out all the lines with no direction? No voice director, no nothing, just smashing out the lines and being done with it? Because that's really the vibe I'm getting here.
We demand that you comply with our directives. We shall not warn you again.
Please stop ramming us.
Excelsior shields down to 25%.
There it is. Had to get it in. Do you want to start? Actually, I do have a pre-baked, pre-thought-out answer to that question, Moon Kilson. As you might imagine, I get that question fairly frequently since I'm a little bit of a Star Trek guy. I recommend you start with Season 3 of Star Trek The Next Generation. Just start at the beginning and watch, let's say, about 5 to 10-ish episodes. Okay? Just towards the beginning of it, right? And if by the time you get about 10 episodes in, it hasn't caught you, Star Trek's not your thing. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, that is as seminal Trek as Trek gets. If it does catch you, I usually recommend you go ahead and pause Season 3, and then rewind and go ahead and watch the older stuff, and then kind of get yourself caught back up. Everything, Silver Mask, everything. Just combat, mission design, weapon design, balance, music, writing, story structure, story sequencing, internal continuity, external continuity. Yeah, the game would have to be changed. You see that list of negatives? That would have to be changed.
1 Constitution class.
Oh my God.
2 Constitution class.
I actually agree.
3
I like Wesley more than
Constitution.
Alexander.
Wait. No. That's 1 Klingon ship. 4 Klingon ship. Oh, for crying out loud! Elmo, you confuse the children. I kill you.
Yeah, this is just boring. What? What? Like, I get what you were trying to get across, but that's some of the worst cutscene direction I've seen in about 3 hours. Okay, it's not as impressive as a statement when I'm playing this game, but still.
Report.
Engineering reports the dilithium torpedo has been prepared. However, the storm has become extremely unstable. Science officer estimates 10 minutes before it reaches critical energy density. Captain, on screen.
Excelsior. Our Excelsior. In here with us.
You are responsible for this. Most of my crew dead. Chased halfway across space by your contemptible Federation. You want to get back to them? I will send you back to them as a lifeless, burning wreck!
Oh my.
Oh, for God's sakes. I'm giving a separate negative to that cutscene for being terrible.
Get over here, you little muppet. I'm going to rip the stuffing out of you. Get back here. Cameraman, stop him.
Man, they do not pay my stock-looking ass enough for this bullshit.
By the way, did you catch that? His crew is dead because he's been chased around by the contemptible Federation. But he still has tons of fighters that he's caught from our universe. Like, you got that, right? Oh yeah, and then the oh my, which, Jesus Christ, that's not how you say that. I could do better than that. In fact, I'll prove it. Oh my. Jesus Christ. Here come the enemy Romulan and Klingon ships for no reason. They just somehow have Romulan and Klingon fighters from the Prime timeline, which exist and are identical to the mirror ones, because reasons. With his dead crew, there's ghosts. Oh my god, it makes so much sense. There's ghosts piloting those ships. Do you see them just bouncing off the shields? They literally didn't program their pathfinding to acknowledge collision at all. It's just there.
Excelsior shields now down to 75%.
Oh my god, we've been fighting for like 45 seconds. We've been fighting for 45 seconds, and you lost a quarter of your hull. Why are you terrible? You know what? I will take that as a compliment, Alex. Thank you. I try very hard to be entertaining, especially when I'm playing Drac. Especially when I'm irritated and frustrated and aggravated, and it is nice to hear every now and again that I succeeded. Thank you. I hope at least some of you in chat right now have been enjoying this terrible, terrible, terrible game that I have been trying to make entertaining. Oh, I know. Going straight from Plague Tale Innocence, which got sushi tag, to this, which is getting the garbage tag, by the way. I think that brings us up to like 3 garbage games total.
Do not fire on allied craft.
What the hell? Tell the allied craft to actually do their job, and I'll consider not killing them. I'm doing a decent job of killing things, but there's 7 trillion fighters out here. Like, seriously, there's a lot of fighters in this mission. This is bad mission design. This is a Mario level, where the end goal is right over there to the right.
3 minutes to launch.
And there's about, I don't know,
Sensors are detecting another wave of fighters.
50 Koopas in the way. And that's it. That's the level. That's what this is. I want a timer. Okay, screw you. And there it goes. Alright, so. Oh, we did it. Whew, thank God. Alright. Mission concluded. Let's see the bad ending.
Captain's log, USS Enterprise, stardate 9629.5. There has been no sign of USS Excelsior or Captain Sulu since their counterparts entered the Janus Vortex. We must presume the Excelsior has been destroyed, with all hands lost.
Thank God. 2 negatives for outro. Moving on. Alright, so let's assume just close. Get off my screen. Let's assume we actually beat the game.
Excelsior. Good to have you back, Captain Sulu.
You don't know how good it is to be back, Commander Chekhov. I hope we weren't too much trouble.
Starfleet is aware of what happened, sir. Although I'm afraid there may be a slight problem.
Problem, Commander Chekhov?
It's the Klingons and the Romulans, sir.
The Klingons and Romulans?
Yes, sir. I'm afraid I must report that your counterpart made some rather unusual allies during his stay in our universe. Just as I'm sure you did in theirs.
Yes, Commander?
Well, sir, it appears that the Klingons and Romulans believe that you have mutinied against Starfleet. I'm afraid some of them are quite anxious for you to lead them in a war against the Federation.
Mutiny against Starfleet? Wage war against the Federation? Sorry, Commander. Not interested. Been there, done that.
Welcome home, Captain.
Mr. Gray, set course for Starbase 6.
Oh, for
ahead, warp factor 2.
That's the definition of a wah-wah, by the way. Hey, Starsphere Interactive, never make a game again. I'm sorry, that's harsh. That's harsh. Never make this game again. The end. And then, like, credits plays. I was like, hey, check it out. Check out all this cool stuff we did. Isn't this cool? This is so cool. Please love our game. Love us. -18, -30. Jesus Christ. This might actually beat Mega Man X7.
My God.
I think that's a new number 2 slot. And I am right. -34.11. As a fresh reminder, the way the system works is it curves down faster than it curves up. There's a lot of reasons for that. Most of them are math related, but it also means that any negative is bad, and it's each negative point is much bigger. For a bit of perspective, the worst game I have ever reviewed, which is Mega Man X7, only goes down to -44. But this beats Quest 64, this beats Drakengard, this beats Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is a recent one. You know what's funny is this game would make a pretty good highlight reel, it just occurred to me. Which is a shame, because those can't and arguably don't and arguably can't, excuse me, happen anymore. Just watch the whole VOD, just watch the whole thing. Experience it in all its glory.